imagine? I haven't seen it. He's told me. You shouldn't be surprised by Trump's stupidity. He gets his information from Fox News.
And they're coming in with diseases such as smallpox and leprosy and TB that are going to affect our people in the United States.
A, smallpox was eradicated in 1980, and B, people with leprosy don't tend to march on account of having leprosy! On something against the border, there just be a pair of eyebrows. He's not the only one. Listen to what this lady's worried about.
We simply cannot have people about whom we know nothing living next door to us, working next to us, or driving next to us.
What? Nobody knows who's driving next to them. One on the motorway and I'm like, hey, what's your name? What's your favourite colour? Do you like astrology? What? Fuck off. Typical Capricorn. There's more. Look what else she's concerned about.
I want to know, who is the pedophile? Who is the sex offender? Who thinks they're entitled to beat their wives?
I like it. Stubble, Weinstein, Chris Brown. Yes. Weirdest quiz ever. To be honest, this is all fear-mongering bullshit. Obviously, not everyone in the caravan is perfect. Some of them may well be criminals. But crucially, if they are, they won't be allowed in. There's a border. They're not going to burst through like zombies. Americans shouldn't be scared of them. They should be scared of Trump. I mean, this is the man who's outwitted by an umbrella. Here's a new rule. You can't close the border until you can close an umbrella. Look who the Americans are using to promote the jab.
So, an unlikely figure has emerged at the center of the debate over vaccinating children against COVID-19, Sesame Street's Big Bird.
Big Bird has had the jab. Predictably, the American right wing lost their mind. I told you 15 years ago Sesame Street were a bunch of communists.
And the 31 once again is saying that.
Big Bird's a communist, Carmen's a Russian agent, and Cookie Monster did 9/11. Sesame Street are communists. I must have missed that episode when Elmo went, hey kids! Who wants to learn about a society based on common ownership of the means of production? No, you're Josh Whittaker. It's mad. Fox News even claimed this would happen to kids if they got vaccinated.
Sadly, CNN did not show what happened to Big Bird later in the day.
How they show that on the news? Nobody's had a COVID jab and vomited to death in an alley. Can you imagine that on British News? Don't take the jab, kids. Peppa Pig had it and now her ass is a muddy puddle. Mental. Next to play Big Bird was jabbed in Austria and showed this. That presenter is not the sharpest. Later on, she was discussing wokeness. She couldn't tell the difference between the Netflix show You and herself. I'm not joking. Look at this.
You know, I was watching an episode of You where measles came up.
Wait, when did I mention measles?
It was on You.
Wait, what? What was on me? What are you talking about? Is Rick even hearing what I'm saying? I never had the measles.
What's on You?
We never did a measles vaccine episode. Is this a joke?
It was on You. It was on You.
Wait a minute, I've never had measles.
It was an episode of the show, Laura.
What's it called?
It's called You! How, man? Now, over in America, it's been a mad couple of weeks. Initially, it looked like Trump might have a chance of winning the election. Some of his fans were dancing like pissed aunties at a wedding. Others focused on their pudding.
I'm sorry to interrupt your ice cream. No, that's fine.
And this guy was so happy he froze.
Okay, let me put that to Jack Kingston. He's a former Republican congressman, joins me now from Alabama. Great to talk to you, Jack Kingston. Well. What do you make of this?
But eventually, it turned out Joe Biden was the victim.
I pledge to be a president who seeks not to divide, but unify. Who doesn't see red states and blue states, only sees the United States.
So, did Donald accept defeat graciously?
If you count the legal votes, I easily win.
You easily didn't, you childish bitch. Now, luckily, his supporters were there to help with the counting. In Arizona, they demanded this. But in Michigan, they wanted this. Stop the count. Count the stop. Count stop the. It got better. Did you hear about the Four Seasons fiasco?
Donald Trump's defeat was announced while the president was playing golf and when his campaign was setting up in a gardening firm's yard just by a sex shop and a crematorium.
This was incredible. Trump wanted his lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, to challenge the election result at a high-profile event. But instead of booking the Four Seasons Hotel, they booked the Four Seasons Total Landscaping Centre, which is next to Fantasy Island Adult Books, a shop which is currently holding a sale called Dildo Madness, which might explain this guy's face.
Well. What do you make of this?
Now, call me crazy, but if you can't tell the difference between a hotel and a car park next to a sex shop, maybe running a country isn't your thing. In fact, Donald Trump should take advice of the humble dildo and go fuck himself. I mean, the news have already started ignoring him.
About tens of millions of unsolicited ballots without any verification measures.
Well, we're interrupting this because what the President of the United States is saying, in large part, is absolutely untrue.
Even Fox News got fed up.
We want every legal vote to be counted, and we want every illegal vote to be
I just think we have to be very clear, and she's targeting the other side is welcoming fraud and welcoming illegal voting. Unless she has more details to back that up, I can't in good countenance continue showing you this.
If Fox News are cutting you off, then you are in trouble. That would be like Katie Price accusing you of oversharing. And if anybody knows about Dildo Madness, I mean Fox is a network so crazy, they think Democrats want to do this.
They want to make you drink Starbucks every day from now until forever.
Watch out, America! Biden's gonna waterboard you with a Frappuccino. They're a ludicrous network. They interviewed an alleged witness of election fraud. Listen to the voice they gave them to hide their identity.
How close are you to be able to see a ballot?
Well, as I was walking towards them, I was, I was kind of on a sidewalk, on a block.
What voice is that? Sounds like Alvin and the Chipmunks. You can't take that voice. Imagine if Churchill had spoken like that.
We shall fight them on the nations. We shall fight them on the landing ground. We shall fight them in the fields and in the streets. We shall never surrender!
It's not the same. To be honest, I think we all know who the witness was.
Hi.
Mind you, if you think Fox is crazy, it's got nothing on this Trump-loving preacher.
The media said Joe Biden's president. Ha 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 ha.
Just giving the whole room COVID. It's bullshit. And I think this guy puts it best. I hope things don't get violent. I really do. I mean, Christ, one Trump supporter tweeted this. Luckily, the Biden fans were a bit more chilled.
Not a lot of violence or any kind of real commotion here, primarily perhaps because of just how much marijuana is being smoked. The smell of that is quite pungent in the air right now.
Their carpet probably looked like this. Mind you, at least they were just stoned, because coke can really flip you out. Soaking speed. And never, ever take Botox and ecstasy. So don't worry, Boris Johnson is back, and he's got a new catchphrase that doesn't make any sense.
We need to behave fearlessly, but with common sense.
How can you have common sense and be fearless? Come on, bring them, swing your sharks! But make sure they meet.
He's such a joke. Did you see him at a Tory party conference attacking people that don't believe in wind power?
I remember how some people used to sneer at wind power 20 years ago and say it wouldn't pull the skin off the rice pudding.
Right? Who would say something like that? Wind farms couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding, says Boris Johnson. He's arguing with himself. Surely he must have known that he said that, because no one else judges energy through fucking puddings! PM, we've got a new wind turbine. Excellent. Can he destroy an apple crumble? Can he exterminate a trifle? Can he bitch slap a banoffee pie?
Arguing with something he said. Who else is he going to have a pop at? People who can't use zip wires? Men that twat Japanese children?
People who listen to music through their eyes? He's such a useless tosser. Oh, in case you're wondering...
Once a year, Boris Johnson raised taxes to their highest stage level, guiding us on how to run the year to help fund the NHS post-pandemic and overhaul England's social care.
Millions of families would be worse off. So how did the Prime Minister announce this? By putting on a bin liner and painting the cup. How is he in charge? Look at him! What a fucking mug! Some Tories were vexed.
The public don't like parties that raise taxes, they're concerned about it, which is not right. The Conservative Party is doing it. I moved 2 years ago and said this.
Whilst our guys forever with us.
Raising
Stay and Leo long enough and we'll see.
or VAT
Given the best year
How are they surprised he lied?
Tell you experience what it's like to be in a city who
This is blackmailing bullshit. He lied about Brexit.
We got an oven-ready deal.
He lied about the NHS.
We will recruit 50,000 more desert.
He even lied about his hair.
I can tell you I do brush it. I have a brush.
Mainly, we wouldn't need a tax increase if the government hadn't wasted all of our money. They spend 37 billion on a test and trace system that doesn't work, 150 million on masks that don't fit. I mean, Christ, Downing Street spent nearly 100,000 on 2 paintings. Not only is that a waste of money, they are terrible. Look at this. Looks like Patmos Brown's wank around.
The Brexit trade talks go into extra time as the UK and EU agree to keep talking. Boris Johnson and the European Commission presidency, both sides are still very far apart.
It's like the herd that won't blush. What's the point for us to get a deal? Keep them there. Politics is talking.
This was kind of a bit like twins, and the UK is one thing, the EU is another, and if the EU decides to have a haircut, then the UK will have a haircut. What the fuck are you talking about? I bet the EU will baffle Mr. Johnson to literally discuss the fishing content. Who wants pigtails? I know that is. Somebody wants them all. Boris Johnson is the master to be lecturing people about hair. He looks like he's been sprinkled with alpaca fuse and wired to a branded half generator. Does he look like shit? Did you hear about his attempted charm? As Boris Johnson spotted the EU's chief Brexit negotiator